Hey everyone, this is Lights Camera Initiative. We are playing Tales from the Yawning Portal this week, to the shock of everyone, almost as if we've been continuing doing the same thing week after week for your entertainment.
Since last year.
You are the worst person, and I don't. And Mario will do less. Your dungeon master.
Ed, playing Squig, the Goblin Alchemist.
Sid's still playing Asura. Not bad yet.
Oh, I didn't know if he was done or not. I'm Rob. I'm playing Carac, the Wood Elf Ranger.
I'm Caitlin. I'm playing Amaron, Druid.
Jesse, I'm playing Krom, the Wizard.
David, I'm playing Granna, the Human Fighter.
Okay, now that that's out of the way, we're going to continue where we left off from last session. With you guys sneak attacking a group of goblins and defeating them quickly. Leaving the little training area you're in empty for the moment, barring the two straw-filled targets and the one straw-filled elven target. There are 3 exits to the room in addition to the one you came from. 2 of them are on the far side of the half wall. One of them is on this side with the training dummies. What do you do?
Do any of them look particularly different besides location?
Do you want to give them a look over?
Sure.
Okay. When you go and check each of the doors, although they are all wooden and in general disrepair, one of them is locked.
Is that the standalone, or?
That is the one on the side with the targets, yeah.
Okay.
The door is locked.
I don't mind dicking around with that.
You want to try to open it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Give it a shot. That train kept rolling. 6. That would be a solid 8.
You're having a little bit of difficulty. Roll again.
Bit better. Okay. That is a 24.
Okay, after messing with it for a little bit, it gives. And yeah, you open it, revealing a low-ceilinged room. A large iron spike is driven into the floor near the door, and a small iron cage is set farther back. Several sets of corroded manacles are connected to the walls, and some still bind a few crumbling skeletons. Additionally, there is connected by a rope to the iron spike are 3 kobolds. They look beaten and malnourished. And there is a small cage in the back, as I described further, that if you look in, there is a gnome that barely fits inside, who also looks malnourished and but not as bad as the kobolds.
This is a tiny ass cage.
Yeah, but no, man, it fits in.
The gnome barely fits in.
Huh.
When the kobolds see you, they don't do anything, but they do look at you with well, actually, they look at you with anger. When they see the rest of you, they more look with confusion.
Yeah, just wave everybody in.
We could bring Meepo in. He might know him. I mean, he should know him, right?
Okay. You bring Meepo into the room. The kobolds immediately start yipping and saying stuff to him. You, knowing Draconic, understand their language, and the one of them that looks the most healthy, in that he looks just not quite as beaten and starved as the others, says, "Meepo, what'd you do here?" Meepo responds and says, "We come to save Dragon." Another of the kobolds looks at Meepo, confused that Meepo would come here. But the last one is excited and starts pulling against the rope and says, "Let's out of here!" Meepo turns to the rest of you and says, "They're part of tribe. You free them?"
I don't see why not.
I can give it
Well,
a shot.
wait, everything behind us is safe, so.
Yeah.
And they're manacles, not ropes, correct?
No, it's a rope.
Oh, okay.
They're basically, there's an iron spike in the ground and they're all tied to it.
Okay, all the crumbling skeletons are tied to manacles.
Yeah.
And some are corroded. Okay. Alright. Yeah, just bust
Okay.
out in that.
Okay.
Cut him out.
Yeah.
Free him.
Additionally,
Actually, go say the gnome.
as you approach the gnome, he who's normally looking down looks up, sees you, and says, "Come for more torches then."
No, I ain't a part of their tribe.
Praise God. Clearly you're another goblin who's come to torture me and take me as a prize for your own camp.
No, I don't have one for my own. I've been on my own for quite a while.
Oh?
Mm-hmm.
Then to what do I owe this pleasant conversation?
Well, looking at the cage, is it like bound closed with anything? Or
No, it's actually pretty rusted over and, crappy looking.
is there any spot on there that looks safe to try and snap it open? Like without harming him?
Yeah, you could. You'd have to make a strength check.
That's probably not going to happen.
It also has a lock you could try to take.
I will do that.
Okay.
What's my name? I don't know. Yeah.
While he's doing that,
Yeah.
do any of you cut the kobolds free?
Yes.
Yes.
I'll take a ration and
He
give
had
it
already
to.
said that he was cutting the kobolds free.
Oh, we'll go with that.
Yeah. I'll give a ration to each of the kobolds and the gnome, since they're being inside.
Okay, well, you give the kobolds the rations. They take it. They talk to. They thank you in common, although they look a little unsure of you. They turn to Meepo and say, speak some more stuff to him in Draconic. You understand it is basically asking him if the way is clear and wishing him luck in returning with the dragon.
We could also use this opportunity, tell them about the goblin captives and have them deliver the goblin captives for us.
They'll probably abuse the goblin captives. But, I mean, they've been tortured.
By
and
that logic,
starved.
they're going to be abused anyway once they get back.
Yeah, but these people might be especially vicious, considering the treatment they've received up until
Well,
the
it's up to you.
I don't care if you don't care. But I'm just saying.
I don't care. I just love
Okay.
how little of a shit Krom gives. Is like, yeah, so they're goblins, who cares?
I'll inform the kobolds in common. We have a few goblins we captured earlier. If it will be convenient for you to deliver the captives.
They nod. And head off. When you move up, as you start picking the lock, you move up to offer rations. He starts, like now that he's able to kind of see around you and see that there are other people there, he says, Oh, maybe I made a mistake. I thought it was another goblin come to abuse me, but it appears as if I have legitimate rescuers. I'm sorry. It's just so rare to see a goblin adventuring with others, let alone enough.
Understandable in your situation.
I mean, we are kind of a ragtag group, but we have a common purpose. So
Yeah.
Well, then I must say I'm all the more excited to see you. Please excuse me if I'm not jumping for joy. It's quite cramped in here.
I'm sure you'll be
Would
forgiven.
you roll on your...
15?
That gets it open. Springs it open. He gets out, stretches, and he says, "Oh, that's nice."
He does look dinged up, right?
No, actually, he looks a little malnourished, but he is not wounded,
Well, figure.
at all. He says, "I am Erky Timbers, priest of Garl Glittergold. I was captured, brought here. Where I've remained, I would have died surely if not for my God's protection."
How many more were in your troop?
That's big action.
Magic.
Yeah, yeah.
He says, "I was traveling alone along the old road when a goblin ambush came upon me some months past. I did not think that the old road was so unsafe, but
How far away is the old road from the Citadel?
the old road passes right by. You guys traveled down the old road together."
Oh, okay.
Have you seen any others carry deeper?
"Yes, I have, actually. Around 2 weeks ago, three humans were brought down here. They said they were kept in the same room for a while. This is where they keep their captives before being brought to the chieftain. Their names were Talgan, Sharwin, brother and sister, and a paladin was with them, Sir Bradford. They said they had another, but did not speak of it.
The other is deceased. We came across his body on the way here.
They'd come to stop the goblins, but I fear there are no more.
I'm sorry, you said Talgan and
Sharwin and Sir Bradford.
Sir.
How long have you been down here?
So, a few months, I would say.
A long time.
Without seeing the sun, it's hard to judge exactly.
I understand.
Well,
Are we bringing him with us, or are we sending him back?
He says, "Well,
Really?
when you say that," he says, "well, I possess no weapons and armor, but if you would have me, I can assist you, at least until I can get back towards the surface."
if you wish to leave, the path to out is safe.
He says,
Except for maybe a few rats.
some routes that should be safe sometimes aren't. I know it's a lot to ask, but I would prefer an escort out. And I can assist you on the way. Although I, again, possess no weapons and armor, I do have the might of Garl Glittergold.
Didn't we get some
We-
goblin-sized armor?
What
We actually have
Yeah.
quite a few just resources.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah,
a
Yeah, you can equip him.
yeah.
But he is a priest, is basically what he's.
Okay.
He does have that's how he lived. He basically just kept healing himself to stave off starvation, which I did not know you can do.
Well,
Just keep healing yourself so you don't die of starvation.
well, I mean, starvation in itself just does damage, right?
It should
Maybe
be
I
like
don't think so. I think it does exhaustion.
It should be an exhaustion stat damage.
Huh.
Maybe.
All right.
It's what the book says.
Maybe there's a well-fed spell.
Actually, there's a conjure food and water, I think.
Yeah, maybe it's just been conjured food.
Why would you look malnourished? Then
He can only do.
Well,
it
the kind of
so
food
much.
you get with conjure. I don't know. It's just what the book says, man.
I got you. I
A
got
little
a
bit more the
spare.
merrier.
It says, also, I've been here for a while. If there's anything else you wish to know.
Can he wear goblin-sized armor?
Yeah, he's small size.
Okay.
Cool.
Because we
Yeah.
got leather size. We got goblin-sized leather armor, not leather-sized goblin armor. Doesn't make any sense.
I got studded armor, right?
No, we gave that to Jesse,
Yeah.
and it wasn't goblin sized. It was off the guy.
Yeah. Those people size.
And we have some short bows and a scimitar. You can take some of those.
Is a scimitar a weapon a cleric could use?
Well, probably not, but
Well, he's not a cleric.
Well, he'll probably be able to tell us when we hand it to him. Hey, I know
cool.
how to use
Just,
this.
well, a short
What he's
sword's simple
proficient in.
enough for anybody to use, right? And we have that.
We'll see.
And if not, we have a
You
dagger.
could just give him a short sword and a shield, and I think it'll be fine.
Leather,
I'm bringing up his stat block right now.
short sword, leathers, and a shield is a fine start out.
I'd rather he
Like
just
Diablo
buff
2 all
us
over
and
again.
heal us and not get beat on.
Not get killed.
Yeah, I feel really bad if he died.
Go figure.
Now we've got 2 tiny people to keep safe.
Well, yeah,
Yes.
but and
Oh, you're talking about Meepo, okay.
yeah, she's
Talk
talking
about
about people.
Meepo.
Yeah,
She wasn't talking about
He's fine. He's got a fire.
yeah, I thought you were dissing on
yeah.
our artificers like this.
I kind of was a little bit too, but that was like,
I forgot about Meepo.
Just throwing that shade everywhere.
Great.
All the time.
Do you have any other questions for him? And if
Yeah.
not, where are you going?
Did the two humans,
Three humans.
two of the three, did they happen to have start describing the signet rings that we're supposed to be looking for?
Yes.
You said 2 weeks ago?
Yes.
I mean, that's not
Yeah,
new
well, could be
information,
alive.
though, Squig.
Have you
Because
seen?
What are you going to ask?
well, I was just saying to Squig that's not new information because we knew they came in here like 2 weeks ago anyway, didn't we?
Yeah, but now we know that they've made it this far.
Yeah.
Okay, what were you going to say?
Have you seen any large monsters down here? Preferably ones that have set heads roughly about.
Are you talking about the dragon, Grenna?
No. I'm exploring possibilities for a good trophy when we come out of here. We're probably not killing the dragon that we're helping.
Yeah.
It's important.
When you say that, Meeple says, no, kill dragon.
Absolutely.
And he says, I do not know. I'm sure down in the grove there are all sorts of unnatural things.
It'll be good promotion for later. We'll think about these things.
Well, there was
Rat heads don't make for best.
Maybe the big enough rat.
There was that giant rat we came across earlier, and
Yeah, but
also
that-
might have bigger.
Well,
Maybe.
what if you took all those rats and just made a throne out of them?
You can't present a throne. Well, okay, I'll make a note for that for later. But normally you want something trophy sized, something that gives good posing opportunities, doesn't obscure the light.
A throne of
Sure.
rats won't
Murky.
speak well of your skill.
No, it will not.
Erky,
But that works for a certain demographic.
Yes.
how best can you help us? Like, you know, since we just met you and we were probably going to end up in a fight relatively soon.
I
And,
am a priest. I am capable of healing and blessing.
I think that works.
Alright.
and do you know anything useful about farther in, or is this room mostly what you've seen for the time you've been here?
He says, well, I know of the goblins in Belak. What sort of things do you want to know?
Just anything that would be useful, like weapons that you have or skills that you might have seen them have.
Do you have
Temperaments?
any insight to the magic they might employ?
He says, I know that in the Twilight Grove, below here, resides Bellic. That is the one they really work for. He instructs them to sell the fruit. I believe the way they speak of him indicates he is some sort of spellcaster, although I'm not sure what exactly, of what nature.
If it's a grove, it's likely a naturalist of some sort, possibly a druid.
Never heard of a druid doing such horrible things. Although I guess I wouldn't know.
Can I roll knowledge nature to see if there are druids who do perform
I actually
darker
made this
magics?
roll earlier in the campaign.
You can't. Do you, what are you looking for? Like specific knowledge of evil
We
druids?
found-
Yes.
It's something
Is
that
that more
lives
of an
off of
history?
like.
No, it's fine. Just roll a knowledge nature.
I think it was actually when we found the stick
5.
things.
Oh, the sticks and twigs.
Also making plants grow without sunlight was when I specifically made the roll
Right.
learned about.
That's what it was.
Yeah, I mean, it could. As far as you know, druids could be. You haven't really encountered that.
Historically, there's no reason they couldn't be, but I do not recall any specific instances.
No, although
Anyway,
if
faithful.
your guess of Bellic being a druid is right, he's probably not aligned to the side of good with what you've seen here. He mentions, Urki continues and says, I know that the goblins, that Bellic is tending to something called the Gothias tree. It's where the fruit comes from.
I've never heard of that kind of tree at all.
No, you haven't. This is, yes, apparently it possesses some sort of magic that causes it to grow an enchanted fruit. One at midsummer that can heal any wound, and one at midwinter that carries a terrible poison.
We only heard
Bella
about
instructs the goblins to sell the fruit to the surfacers.
Well, I think they would have noticed if they were being sold a poison fruit by now.
That's a decent
Yes.
question.
He might actually. I remember coming across somebody that did something similar. They would sell people the little potion supposed to be a pick-me-up, something to get you going. Then it made them sick after a while. Then he'd sell them something else that made them better. They got rid of the sickness that he gave them.
I understand.
This guy might be doing the same thing.
That's a strangely economically focused druid then.
Urki says, I do not believe Bella gets any of the money. He just allows the goblins to do so. Probably to obtain their compliance and not enter the grove.
So he's only
Might be
interested in the
testing.
tree then?
He might be testing.
I believe so. The tree and the blights.
Blights?
Yeah, blights.
They're monsters that come from the grove. So I believe the goblins have referred to them as twig blights. Since they stand at about, he describes them as big as a gnome, like him, seemingly made out of brambles and branches.
First thing we came across?
You're pretty sure.
Sound familiar.
Unfortunately, the only way to that level is through the chieftain. Its entrance is in his throne room.
How do you know how many goblins there are in this clan? Like,
No.
so we could be walking into like a horde of goblins and a huge amount.
Well, we figured out a rough number through Krom's interrogation.
Yeah,
Lots and lots.
yeah,
Three,
lots of them.
more than 3 tens worth.
So 30. How many have we killed though? Because that would be included in the number. wouldn't
Again,
it?
you just asked for how many goblins there are total.
Well, yeah, that doesn't mean they're
That's
all
assuming
combatants.
they're all combatants. Yeah. Some of them could be
Fair.
non-combatants or children.
Children,
all the
brood
better.
mothers.
All the better that they're not combatants.
No, there are a bunch of enemies.
Well, that too.
Is it counting the children?
Though technically,
Oh,
all the
the
better there are
babies.
non-combatants, which means there are less enemies to fight.
Does make her job easier.
No, she's champion of justice.
And friendship for everyone.
Yeah.
Day girl.
We're all doing good, like, right? None of
Yeah.
us are injured right now before we go
Yeah.
into.
I'm down 1 HP, but.
We curb stomped those.
Do I need to
goblins.
heal that HP to
Huh?
heal
We
that
curb stomped
half
those
speed?
goblins that we last encountered.
Yeah, I
I'm
remember
pretty
that.
sure I'm out of spell slots
Oh.
again.
In the
You're out of
gum
spell slots?
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, I only have 2.
yeah, I know.
Oh.
Yeah, you can trip, so you're pretty useful.
It's really easy to forget that we're level 1.
I just can't heal anyone.
We're having fun, we're doing stuff.
Arky should hopefully have us covered.
I don't know, so I'm going to say no for now that you don't need to heal it.
Okay.
I think we should press on forward.
Yeah.
hey, if we keep going the way we have been going, maybe we can just surprise ourselves all the way up to the chieftain.
That's true. A clever
If we're lucky.
ruse.
Okay, so you head back up.
Yeah.
All right. Heading over the half wall, you have 2 exits. One that's basically on the same wall as the room you just went into, and one that's to the north.
Is it possible?
Both the same?
That shouldn't be good.
The scale tracks that you've been following lead to the north, so if you're looking for the dragon, it's that way.
Okay.
Whereas the tracks to the west do not have the scales, so...
Is that not
So-
the door we came through?
No, neither of these are the door you came through.
We should go through the western door.
I'm not.
Wait. So you want to say the dragon first?
Western door doesn't have scale tracks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
that one has the
Other
human
tracks.
or man tracks.
if we save the dragon, we have to
Say
take it
that.
back.
He just said one.
Or-
has
Yeah, I
scale
didn't
tracks,
say that.
One does
Sorry.
not.
I thought we've been following
Maybe-
like scale tracks and like a set of like.
No, those went away
man-ish
after a while.
tracks. Okay.
Meepo, if we save the dragon first, would you be able to take it back to your clan by yourself? Will it
Meepo
listen to you?
says... I think so.
It listens to you.
Well, he was his handler.
He kind of is kind of non-committal about it, and he says, well,
80.
it's in a cage.
I don't want to like.
Sure.
I don't want to die without saving the dragon. If we can, I'd rather save it first. But I'm here for the fruit though too, so that's my main priority, I guess. I just want to leave Meepo out to.
One might argue
Same,
the dragon is
but-
a time-sensitive issue, whereas the fruit is not.
He's also been helping us
Yeah.
as much as he can. I feel like we kind of should help him back.
Plus, Grana dragon friend. It's a decent pitch.
So, what's the decision?
Then I'll put my forth. I'll put forth with the scale tracks.
Okay. I don't think anyone else had a problem with going after the scale tracks.
Scale.
If anyone does, speak now for hold your peace. All around the world. It's just for you, Ed.
God, when you did that, I was spiked. So be ready for that.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. You enter into the north chamber. It is a hallway with a door at the west end and a door to the north that's like halfway through. So I will.
In addition to the one we're coming through.
Here, I'll just. Okay. You guys are coming in through here. There's a door at the end of the hall here, and a door here.
I think we should check the door in the middle because I don't want someone coming up behind us. If there's.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
We could also divide and conquer.
Let's make sure Squig's first.
Or are any of them locked? I suppose. I'm gonna check this room.
Well, yeah, Squig's
Yeah, I'm
gonna
actually
plug
gonna
off
check this
the-
room for traps.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just in case.
These guys.
You rolled a 20 and then you immediately back to rolling mad.
4, then 20, then 4 again.
Yeah.
So it's an 8.
So you're going up to check.
Yeah, I'm checking the room for traps. If that also includes the doors, then yeah.
And what'd you get?
8.
Okay.
All's good here. Nothing to see.
No, I'm confident. Just grab that door.
Apparently, Kevin McAllister was secretly Balzac the entire time, and that we will never escape this dungeon.
What's the trap? It's 3d10 skeletons per round.
How is that a trap?
That's a pretty good trick.
Yeah, it's a great trap.
That's an ambush, not a trap.
Well, if it's a trap that spawns them, it's still a trap.
There's just a hole in the ceiling that drops skeletons.
Take a lot of preparation, but that's
Like
a great
living
idea.
skeletons
never-
or just regular skeletons?
Some are alive, some are dead. It's a
You'll
mixed bag.
never escape
This is
if you're
gauntlet.
dead.
Yeah.
And when you're dead, you'll feel the skeleton onslaught.
Though repurposed normal
Infinite
skeletons,
skeleton fuckfest?
repurposed
Skeleton
normal
wars.
skeletons of drowning somebody, that also sounds like a cool thing.
Just drowning people. Be more crushing than
Yeah, I think
Maybe I'll
right.
steal that.
And then while
something.
dozens of skeletons are on top of you, they're all trying to stab you at the same time.
How do you do that? Have a blacksmith you work with, cover them all with barbs.
How many of them are
They just
really
stick to you when they hit you.
That's a little.
I like the idea of
It does so much.
zombies, but
not
covered in spikes. And
barbed wire.
dumping like molten metal onto their head, so their head is encased in iron. You can't destroy their brain.
Alright, it's
See,
not
zombies are
iron,
magic.
but there's a zombie
But they
game
have no muscles to
called
hold all that iron.
Dead Rain.
That's what
And
magic
in
is
it,
for.
there are a group of people that like will
Everything
like,
skeletons
put
are
helmets on zombies to fortify them and stuff.
I think
Because
they
they
told
believe
them
that zombies are part of Doomsday
Okay,
and
normal
brought
skeletons do,
about
you're right.
sin. So we're gonna enhance these zombies by giving them like protection.
But magic could only really like support them
That
so
doesn't sound
far.
like it
You're
could
adding
possibly
additional
backfire
weight.
at all.
There's a
Well, they
little-
do it to
They
make
have
the
to
zombies
carry weight.
tougher.
It's all
to
the
shoot
gear.
the zombies.
I know, but I mean, if they get loose,
How
they
much
can
is
kill.
their
on their
carry
own.
weight?
They
Maybe they have like
kill
14
the
strength,
people handling the
so strong
zombies.
Yeah.
And they just made it harder on themselves if the zombie ever does break
There
out.
should be weak skeletons.
Well, they don't
They're like
contain the zombies.
5 or 6
They
strength.
just let loose.
Some of
So
the
just
encounters for zombies in the wild are there's like 4
Oh,
zombies.
my.
They've got like the football helmets on.
Reanimated child damage.
Yeah,
They're like, oh, I wonder who's been here.
Jeez.
And of course I have done the wrong way. And then this has to...
Do skeletons need their eye holes to see?
Keep your hands off my asshole. My eye holes.
I think.
If I ever catch you with my eye holes, I'll beat the hell out of you. My eye holes, not your eye holes. The Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm not just
No.
randomly threatening you.
I used to yell that at my dog. It would make her leave the kitchen.
I don't think your dog understood what you were saying. I think it was just
But
a
it's the
yelling.
only thing that worked. People would yell at her to get out of the kitchen, and they'd always have to stomp after her. I'd just turn around and be like, "Get up on out of here with my eye holes," and she'd like turn and skitter off.
Okay.
Huh.
So,
Yeah.
If you're unsure if she understands you, scream "I love you, dog" and see how she reacts.
I already know how she'll react because I've done it, and she just wiggles everywhere.
Perhaps it is not the context in which we choose words.
I love to zoom in on that dog because it's
It's so freaked out.
poor thing.
not a question. Did any of you, were you moving with him? Or were you just letting him scout the room ahead?
We're moving with them. I don't think there should be that many people.
Not
realistically.
split, not really split up our efforts.
There's
But
only so much room.
keep enemies contained in one singular
If we're
fence.
moving with them, we're moving with them.
So I'll say like this.
Okay.
Okay. So you go through looking for traps when the floor comes up beneath you.
I found one.
You're not wrong.
Success.
That's why we pay you the big bucks.
Oh, we don't pay at all. Yeah, you're right. I shouldn't bring it up because then you might actually want to wait.
You take 1 damage as you hit the ground.
Okay, it's better than the last 2 pitfall
That's
traps.
for all of us, or just for Ed? Or Squig, I mean.
That's just for Squig.
Okay.
You take 2d6 and fall. So this purple line is the trap.
Trapdoor. Is it the whole thing, like here?
Yeah, just the whole thing falls in.
Jeez.
What do you guys do?
Well, I
Is he
suppose we
still
should go to the
Well, I
edge
guess
and
we
see
should-
if Squig is okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did Squig die?
What about you two? Are you going up to help him, or are you
Yeah.
staying in the back?
I'll go up.
Okay. The group of you move up to see what the hell is going on with Squig.
Yeah, someone was like,
Squig. Yeah, you have fallen into the thing, but there's nothing in there that
Into
you
the snake
immediately
pit.
see.
Okay, because I'm
It's just a
remembering the
pit.
last
Just full
one
of
I fell
snakes.
into had a rat in it before I fell in twice.
I mean, unless you want to like look around.
Just like 20,000 snakes.
you're already down there.
You
anyway.
look
Yeah,
down and you're
I
like, how
mean-
did I miss all these snakes?
Does it look exactly the same? Like it
Oh,
will
sorry. I
close,
forgot,
but then by
not
itself.
snakes. We'll go with cats.
No, this one does not look like it will close by itself.
Okay.
It doesn't have quite the same mechanism.
Yeah, then I will look around a little bit. Just don't know.
I'll get out my rope.
Oh,
and start-
rabbits, just because they breed.
I'll get out my rope and start lowering it.
But I think I read
Roll
some
perception.
cats
I'm
actually
fine.
produce more babies than rabbits do on
Just
average.
looking around. Oh, your base. 14.
14?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing down there.
Yeah. Fuck, shit.
Ooh, centipedes.
Gurna said he was getting his rope out, right?
Yeah.
Or,
Yep.
or rope out.
Careful.
Yeah, I was just looking around, see if there's anything worth it down here.
Those guys have too many legs.
Centipede.
They have no business having that many legs.
Does that also mean there's no floor in front of that door?
Huh?
Does that mean there's also no floor in front of that door?
No, you're gonna have to. Well, there might be a way around it, but you'd have to reset it basically to double check. So, is anyone helping him up? You said you're.
Yeah.
Okay, you lowered down your rope.
I can just grab it and they can pull me up.
If I was
All
going to fall
right.
into a pit of something creepy, I'd want it to be earthworms.
Begin pulling up.
They're soft and they don't bite, so it makes sense, I guess. Although they're very slimy and gross.
They are slimy and gross, but at least they are.
Harmless.
Yeah. Also, it wouldn't end up like that one Goosebumps thing where the worm just ended up making like a mega worm that attacked this kid who was mean to them. Because I'm nice to earthworms, so I'd be okay.
Oh no, that thing was just alive. They didn't come together to make a
So,
that was just a
Amaron,
makeover.
Carac, and Asura, you hear the door opening behind you despite its inhabitants' attempt to open it stealthily, and a goblin, in addition to the normal like leather armor that the rest of them are wearing, is wearing like a black bandana around its mouth, sneak out and look at you while holding its scimitar. But you have seen it, so I am going to need initiative. Okay, so
We'll see.
Renna,
Bottlebreaker.
It's your turn.
Slick. Brenna will advance forward.
you squeeze past Amaron.
Yeah, well, man.
Squeeze.
Alright, there we go. Alright.
It's okay,
And
he's
then-
tiny.
We'll draw upon and slash at the bandana goblin.
That's 60.
That is a hit.
Not that I think that this goblin is different, but it is wearing a bandana. What if it wasn't like part of the trap?
He's tiny.
He might just be wearing the bandana because it thinks it's sneaky.
Maybe,
So
but
they're ambushing us. I
So
don't
9 damage?
Yes.
You draw your blade and gut, stabbing through him. He blood pours from his mouth, spilling out the sides of the bandana. When you remove your blade, it kind of fountains out on the ground and he falls, still clutching his blade.
Are you gonna keep wearing that bandana?
Sure.
Articles of clothing don't look as well. Well, I do have a move that left.
Okay.
If I'm aware where the enemies.
Yeah, you see.
I will advance and take that bonus. Launch attack on that.
Okay, so you were holding a torch so that you can see, right?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Okay, so in order to attack, you have to drop your torch, which means your torch is dropped here. It still provides light, but the problem is it doesn't provide light into the room, which means that the room is basically going to count as being dark, granting the enemy's concealment. So I would note on your concurrent turns, you will have disadvantage to attack enemies in there because you can't see them very well. Because you're basically attacking a shadowy door in which there are enemies inside.
Unfortunate. I am excited enough to continue anyway.
Okay.
Just do a downward swing.
Downward swing, canvas.
I mean, if they're not expecting it.
Well, either you'll hit them or the floor. So
This attack is an 8.
That is a miss. It is. You hear the twang of a bow from in the darkness. Krom, with your dark vision, you can see a goblin notching an arrow in its short bow and attempting to fire on Gwendolyn.
nice knowing you.
A short bow.
It's just a
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm saying like based on his joke earlier of Grennan bravely rushes in first, and Krom bravely runs away.
Hey, I need to run away again. We're
Braves.
It's true.
Sir Robin.
Krom bravely ran away.
To live the fight for the day.
Unfortunately, the arrow finds purchase in your stomach as it hits for 3. I don't know how would they. No, talk about Krom is your turn.
Move me 2 spaces, one behind it and one to your right. Perfect. And I can still see the goblins fair enough that I need to cover.
Well, no, Grenda's in the way. You're gonna have to cover the goblins, so they will get plus 2 AC.
I'll take. How far away is the arrow shooting out?
Okay, so this one fired, but it actually disappeared back and out to fire, so you don't know exactly where it is.
Gotcha. And I'll fire at the one in the doorway.
Okay.
The fireball.
This goblin is back here. But
Stop.
Does an 11 hit?
no, an 11 is not hit, unfortunately.
Correct.
That's against armor class, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's attack roll against them.
Okay.
Does it catch anything on fire?
You.
Well, if it was burning on the ground or something, hey, light source.
Don't worry, you'll shed light like a torch.
I'm on fire.
Oh,
Which
it does
means I
light
can
up the
see all.
area for a second, but not enough for you to
No.
not be taking your disadvantage. It is now.
Caught something on fire, then maybe.
It is now Ashura's turn.
Yay. The last of the above 10 initiative.
Well, I'm gonna have. Can I move inside the room?
That means in the way. Unless
Can
you
I
want to try
move-
a shove aside action.
Can I move
That's,
there and attack this guy?
Yeah, you can move here and attack that guy.
Okay, because getting that guy out of the way might be. Well, that might be. Alright. Attack. My sword. 18.
That is a hit. Despite the little bit of a weird angle.
All of a sudden, the greatsword gets shoved through the corner of the door into this guy's face. 9 damage.
You stab your blade through, stabbing past Brenna and impaling this one through the chest and collarbone, breaking bone and pulling away blood and bone chips as you retrieve your blade from it. It falls to the ground, dead.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad layer.
It's a Wolverine. Carac, it's your turn.
Go figure.
The ones that got good keep dying.
Oh. Okay, that makes sense.
Let's see. Can I see any of them, or do I have to move?
And from where you are,
Yeah.
there's total cover, so you'd have to move here,
So you can hit either
and
of
then
them.
you can hit either of them, but they will have cover.
Alright, I'll shoot it
Square is
anyway. With the bow.
I mean, unless you want to move in the room, run past them, or attacks opportunity.
Nothing. I'll shoot it with my bow if I can.
Okay.
Alright. 21?
That hits.
5 damage.
Notch an arrow back, let it loose, stabs into one of them. Okay. Squig or Emerald, it's your turn. Oh, wait.
I think I still need
No,
to
sorry. The one that just got stabbed with an arrow, that got shot with an arrow goes, and it attempts to fire at Greta.
Well, he didn't make it.
Actually, no, it doesn't. So it moves up, pulls his blade, and swings at your card.
Okay.
It swings, slashing at your arm for 5, and then retreats back into the darkness.
When you said then I got one.
No.
Right.
After slashing, it retreats backwards. And now it is Squig or Emerald's turn, depending on
I would need to pull myself up the rope first.
No, we told you up, didn't we?
Or did they open
You were
the
just
door
supposed to
before
go-
that?
No, you guys put the thing, and then they show, so you're gonna have to find it.
Oh.
Okay, that's a strength check.
It's athletics. But, because you have a rope, you can take advantage.
I'll do that.
That's...
Because strength is 10, so okay. Like 12, which one I get? Oh, actually, it's just 12.
Yeah, you got up the rope that was fastened to like part of the wall real quick.
Cool. Like, is that my total movement?
No, that is 20 of your movement.
I can move on here.
Which means you still don't have line of sight to any of them, so unfortunately you will not be able to attack this turn, but you can use your action to move again if you want to get into a better position. Or no, you can use your bonus action to move and get into a better position.
Yeah,
So
I'll try. Yeah, I'll do that.
Dash.
Yeah, right there's
Okay,
fine.
so here,
If I can see him, I'm right there.
you'd have to be here to see.
That's fine. And I'll chuck a alchemical ball in there, which is just a save, so no AC.
Alright.
8 to 12.
The fire bottle splashes against one of the goblins, burning them. For how much?
That's D6. Yeah, D6. 2.
Burning them for 2. Come on, it's your turn.
There's a big old cluster
I
right
don't. How do I?
there.
Well, you can move here. Yeah, barring moving into the room, you actually can't.
I'm just gonna
Like,
wait. I don't.
The rest of you guys can see in the dark. Why not?
You could try to.
I'll
I
just
don't
go
want to
pick up
provoke
the
an attack
torch.
opportunity by stepping into the room. I also don't want to be front line.
Okay, you pick up the torch.
Hey,
Are you gonna
I'll
position
just move,
yourself?
yeah.
Okay.
I'm helping.
Well, you could throw it wherever you want. I would help you.
Okay,
Okay, you throw the torch.
I'll beg.
You actually see the two goblins are in the back here. That is your position to actually see them. And now with the light in the room, you now can. It is now this goblin's turn. He moves up and swings a grenade. But he misses. He now retreats.
Finally, we can get into the room.
You could have just gone past me and walked into the room.
He couldn't have
No,
those
there's a
things.
guy in front. That's why I attacked.
Well, but before.
Yeah, there was a
He
guy.
didn't have a turn
there.
before.
Hey, even instead past me into
No,
the room.
David.
When? What?
Yeah, he stepped past you because there was a guy in the way.
I mean, he could have kept moving.
I killed the guy, then that was my turn.
Anyway, it is now.
Ran away.
Back
Ah, that was a hair.
Ow. Sorry.
That's okay. Yep, I just pulled one right out of there.
Granny having an arrow shot at you.
Thank you.
But it
I
misses.
tried really hard.
He's now Granny's turn.
Should we get back?
Greta will advance, and then Jimmy turns to
Was I already loose?
and will draw upon the goblins.
Okay. Hits.
For 6 damage.
You slash into him, drawing blood. But Krom. It's your turn.
Put me in the doorway. That's
On which side? This side.
that's it. And then I'll firebolt the green one.
So you're standing.
No. Well, I have magic missile already.
Okay.
I
was just
should have
checking.
if you attack the green one.
It'll be with the cover, right?
Yeah.
There, I'll take the red one farthest from me in the corner.
Okay.
If you move
With
one more
firebolt.
If you move one more square up, you won't have the
Advantage. What do you need to be over here for that people sit?
I actually can't see
No.
the enemies.
No, he's attacking this one.
So
Sorry, we'll move this stuff. Sid, can you move those books out of the way? Uh,
17 hit?
yeah, 17 hits.
3 damage. Launch a bolt of flame to one of the
Launch a bolt of flame into the corner. It strikes the goblin wearing black silk bandana square in the chest, burning him, causing him to fall to the ground, cursing your name with his last breath.
How did he know your name?
Well, I meant it metaphorically.
I am Krom the Mighty! Oh, fuck!
I will remember
I
to
meant
say
it
that.
metaphorically, jeez. I mean, you could say stuff when you were telling me.
I know. I am not on purpose.
putting the entire dungeon on alert. Your maniacal cries.
And reveal
Or-
the plan in great loud detail.
Or granting yourself advantage against them.
Sure, it's your turn.
You know that could also work.
Just kind of thing. Put it in the corner. It's like a bad scene in a freaking shower.
Hey, the less of them there are, the less of them can attack us.
Please don't.
Well, I don't think they'd be doing anything.
25.
There's a rock.
For being forced.
What'd you get?
25.
That hits.
for 14 damage. Good job.
You swing your blade, removing the thing's head from its shoulders. Vicious as well.
Even if you wanted to run away, it would be fall
It's
enemy
not cards.
to the attacks of opportunity.
I'll move into the doorway. I guess I'll move. Yeah, I'll just move into the doorway and shoot
Here?
down.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does an 11 hit? Or, oh, actually, it's a 10. A 10 doesn't hit, right?
No.
Okay, that's it.
Strikes against the thing's shield. It is.
You didn't axe damage to that shield.
It's now Squigger and Ron's turn.
After you?
Are you able to see him from here?
You'd be attacking from cover though.
Would I be able to see him from here?
Yeah, you can also go in the room.
He's gonna throw another bottle.
But you take disadvantage from there.
I don't. It's just a dex save.
He's not
Oh, okay.
rolling an attack roll yet. Okay. Roll it.
And never mind.
Go. He just saves.
He
Why?
dodges out of the way of the fire. It's not a monster. If you want to, you can move into the room and attack.
Yeah. I'll just work back at this.
Okay. Roll the attack roll.
Make sure you look good.
10.
10. Okay. That is a miss. Emerald's whip flies through the air, striking along part of the wall, and unfortunately not quite finding purchase.
A problem
Back.
came along, I did not like it.
That's squirrely ass guy.
Goblin goes. Get up! He sees all of you bearing down on him and throws his weapon to the ground and says in common, "Please! I don't want to die!"
Okay.
Are you guys still attacking or are you?
No.
No. We'll stop.
Well, it'd be a good idea to just go unarmed now and kick him unconscious.
We could just tie him up. He already surrendered. We don't have to knock him unconscious to do it.
Well, I'm asking, are you ending the combat?
More
Yeah.
goblins descend to the
Okay,
Yeah.
that sounds like an end of the combat, and that is where I am going to call a break.
for payment.
Yeah, so
Or some sort of
10-minute
compensation.
break, everyone. So, yeah, the goblin is begging and pleading. You are going to bind him?
Yeah, take his weapon away, bind him.
Another goblin captive.
And he says, I don't know nothing. Just let me go.
I doubt he knows more than the last ones.
Probably safe to assume.
It's not double quick though.
Yeah,
How many more traps are in the area?
From here on.
Yeah.
I mean, if you got captured and you didn't want to be interrogated, or if you knew something, you would say you didn't know anything.
Yeah,
would
but that,
say-
that forces them to do something to you
He says,
to find
no
out.
traps.
I'll
Other
point.
than one you fell into.
Okay, I was about to say, I'm pointing at it right now.
We don't have to point to the wall. So you just be pointing at the wall.
Is there nothing else of note in this room? I'm not asking the goblin, obviously.
Right. Are you looking through the room?
Yeah.
Okay, looking through the room. You find that this is apparently like a camp for these goblin bandits. They all wear the black bandanas. In fact, you think these are the goblins of the other, or the bandits that
Were mentioned.
were mentioned earlier. But yeah, it's just they're really nasty, like bedding and stuff. You find some kind of gross jerky, not inedible, but it's definitely kind of rank.
I swear to God, if one of you
Poorly
points that.
preserved water skins that have a wine that smells distinctly of vinegar. Now, it's not as like disgusting as the wine you got earlier. It's just really poor quality vinegary wine.
Only cook with it, I guess.
Yeah.
And just Just like random bits and bobs and just nothing else of any note.
Are we taking the lion skin or are we leaving them? Or the water skin?
The skins are useful at the very least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're not preserved very well. Whatever you put in there is going to go bad before too long. It's why the wine's kind of separated to be kind of vinegary. Is that they're not well made.
Would water be fine? Because water can't go bad.
Water can totally go bad, but yeah. How do you think people get sick drinking like bad water?
The container, if they're in
Well,
something in the
typically-
plastic that's going bad.
Water
Yeah,
itself doesn't go bad.
bacteria in the water.
Yeah, and part of like a water skin is that it keeps bacteria and stuff like that out of the water you have in there. These ones wouldn't. That's why they,
I got you.
I have had water go moldy.
I was saying you couldn't leave a cup of water sitting on your windowsill for like 2 months and then drink it like nothing's gonna be different about it.
Am I?
Well,
It's
it
all
depends,
mildewy.
because that's not how it works.
Mildew, mold, calcium build. There's a lot of different
Someone could come by and stick their gross fingers in it or something.
spit in it.
That's active God at that point.
It's not an act of God that someone's sticking their hand in someone else's drink.
Oh yeah, but it's
It would be
swirl-
horrible and tragic if a person did it, and yet somehow when like a cat or dog sits their paw in a drink, people don't freak out.
I also
Even though
don't
it's
drink it.
probably worse.
People like animals.
It's yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But whatever.
So are we questioning him or are we just gonna stash him until later? Because only Kobold we have with us is Meepo, and Urki is sticking with us anyways, and so is Meepo.
You could probably just throw this one back into the room that they were keeping people tied up in.
Put him in the cage in there.
I guess.
well, if we just leave him somewhere secured and tied up, we can grab him on our way back.
Well,
we need to
saying,
guide
we're
them
tied to
because
the
we're a
mic.
lot closer though to their camp. We don't want them like yelling
Right.
for help or
Yeah.
someone finding them.
Hey, he's
Okay.
even got a bandana that we could use for that.
So you guys want to
Ed,
do that?
Yeah, let's
No,
gag
not
them.
for gagging him.
Well, I was gonna say for Ed to
You can take one of the other
If we
bandanas.
could put him
do
in
the
the
same like.
we could put him in the pit at Felon and close it. No one will know he's there besides us.
And they'll know that the trap's there, so they won't trigger
It
it.
doesn't close.
No,
Ed
it does.
can- Ed
The
can-
trapdoor, yeah, it
It
does.
doesn't close
can fix it.
itself.
It doesn't close itself.
But it can be reset, and I said it could be reset.
He asked, does
So-
it close? We said no, it doesn't.
No,
That seems
I
like
said it doesn't close on its own.
Like the other ones that we came
that seems
across.
like a good idea. Throwing him in the trapdoor as storage.
Yeah.
Not a bad idea.
Okay.
We
Gone
can
in
put
the
the
trap.
bodies in there too, so no one. Well, I mean, there's blood, right? So actually, never mind.
Well, they might not care all that much. They're goblins.
Yeah.
So you're throwing the live captive in the pit.
Yeah.
Like maybe they got pissed
Are you
off. at each
dropping him
other.
down, or are you like lowering him down?
Lower?
And who's taking him down?
I will.
Okay. I'll let Asher do it.
I mean, will dropping him down do him any harm?
It'll do
Yes,
damage.
it'll
Yeah.
do damage.
It won't
It
kill
does.
him. Well,
It could.
or his
Yeah.
He also got. Didn't he get injured already?
Yeah.
Yeah. he
Okay,
could
fine.
die.
Okay, yeah, we'll lower him down.
Okay. So you bring him down,
Find
drop
him
it, and then you
in
come
the
back up. All right. Erky says, fitting.
His cell is a lot bigger than yours, so I wouldn't have any sympathy for him. Also, he just tried to murder us.
So keep going, because there is a door on the other side of the pit. You just have to jam it shut.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
Okay, to jam it shut,
Give it
I
a
will
shot.
need a thieves' tool check.
I'll give it a shot. Alright. There's a 21.
You wedge the lid shut. Okay. You heading through this door?
Mm-hmm.
There is also this.
That's the one you came in.
Okay.
Okay, it's locked. You need check to open it.
11.
You're not getting it open yet. I'm gonna need another check.
14.
It's being a little stubborn.
There's no way for us to have the help action for him, right? Like we stood
No.
over him with a torch or anything to give him light. Or
No, you would need
proficiency.
infused tools, and even then, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I would allow that because that seems kind of cheap.
Would I be able to instead destroy the lock using the acid from acid vial from the alchemist kit?
Maybe.
They got some
You'd have to do
worse.
damage to that and the door, and
Oh,
that could
and the
make it
door.
worse. And
Fair.
I also have to look to see if it says it can target objects because.
It does. It does full damage to objects.
Well then, yeah, you could try to melt through the lock in the door with acid.
So that's another 11 on lockpick.
Okay, you're having some trouble. You want to try to go
Yeah.
through the door with acid?
Yeah. Just pull out the stopper and try it.
You said it does full damage. Does that mean it does max dice?
Yeah, it
damage?
just does max.
Cool.
Every time
So
I
you do
use
6
acid.
damage, and then 6 damage, and you're just trying to burn through the lock.
Yeah.
Squig,
Okay.
master of unlocking.
And finding traps.
Well, he does find them even if something off. Technically.
It's
All
more
right,
than
the lock
stopping.
is
Spirit
removed.
system.
So, who's heading in through the door first once it has been opened?
I guess Squig, right? He's the one that opened
Well, he
it.
unlocked it. That doesn't mean he has to go through
Okay,
it first.
then I'll go through.
Okay, sure. You're going in first. Sure, I didn't know you became a bloodborne.
And
And
Human.
what's the order behind that? Who's next?
Maybe it should be you, because you check for traps. You don't want to push past it.
Okay. Is anyone beside Squid? Because the hallway's 2x2. So.
somebody who has proficiency in melee.
We'll do like what? So do a 2x2 or 2x2 melee ranged kind of thing.
People just need to go in, honestly.
Let's do you beside Squig. And let's say the next row. I don't want to be in the back.
You should.
That might be a good idea.
He could have been in the second row.
That's rude. Let's make the next row 2 of you. And I'll regretfully bring up the rear, but hey.
He's dead already!
Somebody's got to do it.
It was nice knowing you.
I have another character in mind.
Maybe like a stop.
You lived as
Pick
you
up my
died.
torch.
Don't
Yeah,
spend the gold.
Yeah.
No, it's to revive me. Don't worry. Just roll with the new character.
Throw me in the trash.
Throw me in the trash.
No, you're doing so much good that your deity comes
As the
down.
door opens, you reveal what looks like a trophy hall. Mounted and stuffed animal heads adorn the walls. The mounting job is sloppy, and the assortment of heads includes cattle, rats, and other not particularly impressive specimens. A few grisly trophies share the walls with the animals, including a couple of cobalt heads. Smashed and broken cabinets and small tables litter the periphery of the room, mute victims of some sort of rampage. A rusted iron spike stands in the center of the room, trailing a broken chain. Thin patches of frost coat the section of the walls, floor, and debris. And as the door opens and you step in, waiting in front of you is a dragon. White scales,
Master description.
beating wings, with kind of milky white eyes.
Nico needs to get shit in here.
Well,
Oh yeah.
he's not the only one that speaks
So
Draconic.
is the
Yeah,
the
but
other
he's
guy
the only one that's dragging
is
those.
Erky in the back as well?
Yeah.
They're doing what we call.
No, both.
They're both back there.
Bringing up.
Well, probably not the.
Dragon is about as big as you are, Asura, and stares you down with a primitive sort of intelligence.
cognitive thought.
He's young.
No, it does, but it's just it looks at you like an animal and less like a thing.
Should probably bring Nico to the war. This is his. Might be his.
An unrelated dragon.
Or at the very least,
I'd be very
come.
surprised.
Maybe be familiar around a dragonborn and a kobold.
We'll give it a shot.
You need to do it.
Oh,
Dragons, they're a monthly.
oh yeah. Well, it's a young one, so it doesn't understand.
So your food.
You could always try saying how reading it in Draconic.
It doesn't. I don't think it. Well, it might work, but I want to bring Nico in. See if this is his.
The thing is, it appears to have been waiting for you because as the door opens and you step in, it stares at you and then breathes ice breath.
Nice.
And apparently heard you messing with the door and has been lying in wait.
Yeah. Probably should.
Why'd you go with the loud way through?
Acids not loud, it's just some liquid you splash on stuff. Maybe there's a hissing noise.
Well, between the failed lock
yeah.
picks and the acid, yeah, it was pretty loud.
I'm just saying acid is I'm
Jesse.
saying it just
What
in
is
the
it?
The name of the dragon is Calcris. The priestess is Caltrix, right?
Okay, I need I need Squig and Asura to roll me a Constitution saving.
Hey, I have that. I think mine just 2.
What do you have proficiency? What did you paladins get proficiency? Civic wise?
Wisdom and Charisma. So it's just your con modifier, you said. Because you're not proficient in con saves.
Okay. That's not bad.
What'd you get?
20.
What'd you get?
20.
Oh.
Very tough.
Okay. So the door opens. It breezes ice breath upon you. You both take 14 damage.
Down.
I realize that's down for both of you.
It's popping
So
up.
in the ice blasts, put your allies down. Hey, you should feel better because if you failed that save, you would be dead straight up.
Oh, it's double damage, isn't it?
It's no, if it's
half
your
damage.
max health.
Oh!
If you take your max, if your max health in negative, as you take the hit, you just die with no saves. Which is why I was like, I hope they rolled good on their saves, and they are fucking dead. So I'm gonna be honest, I was really worried.
Oh, wait.
That being said, the ice blast does put you both down. And I will need initiative as the dragon screeches. Carac, initiative.
19.
Amaron, initiative.
8.
Krom,
14.
Greta.
22.
Turkey.
Yeah. Greta, you go first.
Second. For purposes of trying to get Meepo involved, does that like take an action or something?
No, you just have to wait for his turn and then tell him to go in.
could try to distract it.
I'm wondering if it wouldn't be more worth it to just try to grab you and haul you like into the room. This is definitely
That was my plan. I did that when for room and close the door.
I found the dragon.
Guys, I found the dragon.
Ice shards sticking out of your face.
So I have decided to use my action to get up, grab Asura, and then drag back. But I'm wondering, like, is there any special action necessary to do that?
No, you move. So 10, so it's 15, and then 20, and then 25, and then grabbing him, and then dragging him makes you move double speed. So 35, 45, 50. You actually you can only move to here because you don't have enough movement to get back.
And that would, like, it's cool if I stop there.
Yes.
They're unconscious.
Yeah, but someone else is in the square, so
I'm just stepping over Squig.
I'm a tiny person that's laying.
that is what I would do.
Carac, it's your turn.
I will do what David is doing, except for I'll grab Squig and pull him back. Actually, I'll shut the door.
Yeah.
I'll shut the door and say, Meepo! Here, shit in gear.
So wait, you're shutting the door?
Yeah, I'm shutting the door.
Okay, you shut the door, and then you tell Meepo to hurry up.
Yeah.
And Meepo says, "It's mad."
Well, no shit.
How do you
Calm it down.
I've never seen it like this.
I have an idea. I'm gonna go get one of the goblin corpses.
You're gonna
Okay.
feed. Maybe we should give it the wineskins too, like the shitty ones. Just attach it to it. Maybe it'll get drunk.
Do you
I don't
really want a drunk dragon?
At least maybe.
asleep.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sounds like a family
it's
comedy where the kids essentially lead a drunk dragon quietly through
Okay, well, it's not Carac's turn.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
not
yeah.
Krom's action.
Doors shut?
Yeah.
Okay, what kind of knowledge check would it be to get an idea of what a dragon is immune to?
Arcana.
Arcana.
Okay, we'll roll Arcana. 13? Are they immune to being put to sleep? Because no dragons are very magical.
You don't think so?
Okay.
But do you have to have line of sight to cast sleep?
To an area in a 20-foot square. So in
You have to
theory,
have a line of effect, so the door would have to be open.
the door would have to be open. I don't have to look at the dragon directly.
If we coordinate,
I'm not opening that
Okay,
door.
If we coordinate,
I'm
somebody
not-
could just close the door after.
There's no bar window or anything like tiny little bar window.
I still think we should feed it.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
Yeah, we can still do that.
The
I thought you were gonna try to use animal whatever on it,
No, it's not.
it's not an animal at all.
isn't it?
No,
If
it's a magical creature,
with coordinated assault, we might be able to
and it's
manage enough
intelligent.
to put it to sleep.
That's your line of work.
I think we should try to make it friendlier towards us.
It's been tortured here and chained. It's going to take a lot of work.
We can try to show it we're allies by bringing it food.
We could yell through the hole in the door, right?
If you'd like
I
to try,
agree.
I'll
Well-
stop you.
Nico, talk to it through the door. Ask it. Tell it it's you, and then you know it. You know, and to not eat
Okay,
us.
we'll have to do that on his turn. So, Krom, are you holding action?
Yeah, I'm just going to hold action.
Okay. Emron, it's your turn. Are you going to go try to retrieve the goblin corpse?
I'm gonna go try to get a goblin corpse. Yeah.
Alright, you run back to try to get a goblin corpse. Meepo moves up, attempting to squeeze past Grana, but not really able to. And he calls out, and it says, "Guards, Meepo, come down. And like it looks, he like looks to try to show like part of him through the hole where the acid cut through the lock.
I really hope it
The
doesn't.
door
blast
is
it.
immediately slammed against. Well, actually, no. First,
There's no
you
door
see a
lock.
white eye looking through the lock. It looks at Meepo, seems to like narrow, and then it slams against the door hard. I am going to need an
Yeah.
opposed athletics check to keep the door shut.
Same.
Or actually, I think it's just an opposed strength check.
Yeah, it's considered a contest, right?
I stopped
So as long
close.
as-
So,
I stopped close to the door. Could I help out?
Assist other.
if you drop Asura,
no, you would have had to steady, ready in action to do that.
That's fine.
okay.
He closed the door and is holding the door closed, so it's an opposed strength check with him.
I just thought
What'd you got?
It's a baby dragon. It shouldn't have much. Right?
17.
Last words.
don't underestimate a baby dragon.
You push, and it almost pushes it open, like it's.
Wait, it got a 17 too?
Yeah.
Oh my
It is-
god, that was close.
It is, the door is like struggling under the thing's weight. It stops. You hear its breath through the keyhole, and it seems uniquely agitated. Meepo turns to you and says, I don't.
Maybe we should just run.
Oh man, too bad we can't lock the door.
Urki goes. Urki moves over to, Urki moves over to Asura. He raises one hand and holds a what looks like a small wooden holy symbol of a laughing face, and he begins to trace his hands through the air as he shouts, "Vita Mortis Cario!" and lays his hands upon your unconscious body and heals you. 4. Cure wounds is D8 plus modifier?
Yeah, plus modifier. Yeah.
Okay, healing you for 9.
Jeez, that's a good deal.
His hands lay upon you and you wake up. You can roll me initiative.
We have a.
What'd you get, sure?
21.
Next, on the next go around, I will put you in there. It is also the next go around, so Glenn, it's your turn.
They're all in
I
the
should
same
note
space.
you're.
Oh, actually,
Oh, but
Emerald's
Emeron
down.
moved back,
Oh,
so
right, right.
yeah, Emeron was bam, bam, bam.
I think
bam.
See y'all later.
what we could do is
You're actually coming back up the hall because
everyone get off the trapdoor and make it so it can fall, and then let the dragon fall in the hole.
Someone has to hold the door until
With the
it's
goblin
time.
captain.
Ah, fuck it.
I really.
I know. Fate.
Anyway, Glenn, it's your turn.
horrible. Well, no, it's just bound and gagged in there, so it's just like bright light.
Wow, at least things can't get any worse.
I would
Hold
appreciate.
on.
I would appreciate help on the door. I'm just saying.
Did Meepo talk to the dragon?
Yes.
No,
And-
did he talk to it in common or draconic? Thank you both for answering me before I finished asking that.
Probably draconic. I don't have his stop block, but I'm pretty sure draconic.
I just mean, I don't know. I was wondering if he would spoke in common because that would imply the dragon speaks common.
No, he probably would have spoken draconic. Although if you want to roll an arcana check, you can.
It might also feel more comfortable with Draconic, considering the only things it's probably been dealing with is common and goblin.
9. I don't know shit about dragons.
Is there any way?
A lot of dragons do speak multiple languages. You can try.
Is there any
But it's
way
not your turn yet.
that we could possibly trade
Yeah.
places?
You can ready the action to hold the door.
I will do so.
Hold the door. Hold the door. Hold the door. Hold the door.
Well, yeah.
to make sure we're on the same page about that. Okay, yeah, you prepare that action. Sure, it's your turn.
Oh, so what are we doing? Just holding the
They're
door
holding
for
the
now?
door at the moment.
We're getting
Trying to figure out something.
I'll move to hold the door until we come up with a plan.
You'd have to switch places with them on, so you'd have to, or not. You'd have to
Carac.
switch places with Carac to assist him in holding
Elves
the door.
is
Are you okay with? Are you okay with
Yeah, your strength is higher than mine. I don't give a shit.
that? All right. I'll do that.
Okay, so you hold action. It is now Carac's turn. You move.
I'll switch.
Alright. What do you do with the rest of your turn?
I don't know because we don't know what the fuck to do.
Do you have?
I'll help Emerald drag the corpse over.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not laughing at your suffering, but I find this very fucking funny.
That's good. I'm pretty sure we don't.
Wow, David. I don't think I'll need to turn it off. No one will call me.
Yeah. Exposed.
Fraud detected.
Well, I'm pretty sure none of us want to hurt it because it's angry. What's a good way to help something that's angry? Hurt it more.
Well,
Oh,
for the moment,
All I can imagine
You can
puts to sleep.
beat it and put it to sleep.
Well,
or just beat it
for
unconscious.
the moment, we
That's
have an
true.
ally that's gonna come back with food in an attempt to pacify it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'd assume we're waiting for that. And
What
if
did you
that
roll
doesn't
on
work,
your Arcana check about dragons?
13 to know who's immune to sleep.
You don't think it's immune to sleep. You do know that the color dragons are evil, and white dragons in particular are known for being very stupid and mean. Kind of like goblins. They're kind of like the goblins of dragonkind.
Huh.
Well, that's not good.
Definitely
for
shouldn't
us.
underestimate them. They do have a sort of
They're criminal.
they're smart in the same way the scorpion's really smart at, trapping you and killing you.
I will reveal this out, and then...
Okay.
No, sorry.
I have.
You think negotiation might not work that well.
Well,
If-
Okay, so you
So-
showed that information?
Not yet.
That potion
Okay, so you're gonna-
that we got earlier, like the
Yeah.
fire breath potion,
Yeah, the fire breath potion.
if we use that on this dragon and it reduces it to 0, does that mean the dragon dies? Like, we can't
Yes. In
Oh.
order to knock it unconscious, you have to do a melee
melee
attack,
Yeah.
and then you can choose to knock it out.
Fuck.
Any ranged or spell attack that reduces it to 0 kills it,
I got you.
unless it's like an plot important NPC at DM's discretion. But that would be at my discretion.
Yeah, I don't want to take that chance.
What, you don't trust me?
That's not. It's not
No.
that I don't trust you. I trust you, yeah. But
You act like David's DMing.
I'll take Squig and drag him away from the door so he's not underfoot. Because like their
Yeah.
feet might shift if the door gets slammed again. So
No, if
I
David,
don't want Squig to get stomped on quite so hard.
if David was DMing, the dragon would have like 6 million hit points. And there'd be 3 of them.
There would
You Squig is a door jam.
he
You know what's better than one wormling? 3 wormlings.
That'd be cool.
Why three?
One did that
just
much
skip
damage
it
with a
too.
breath
a
weapon.
secret subplot about how they're hoarding wormlings. That's interesting.
If we
Oh.
run and let the dragon loose,
I think this is old Valyria up in here with all these dragons.
do you think the dragon? I'll ask Miko. I'll say, if we run, is the dragon gonna rampage into the goblins, or will he go back to his home?
Probably nest.
He'll probably go to his nest. You're positive?
I don't know.
It's a very large gamble on a near wild animal. And white dragons are not known for their negotiation or their intelligence.
Considering, you can roll me intelligence if you want.
I'll roll intelligence. Yeah. 11.
Okay, well, considering the state of the room, it probably broke free and then, attacked the goblins and then just nested there. Because there were, a bunch of tables and, stuff
Stuff
piled.
broken.
It might just be making.
So
a
it's
mess.
making fists its nest.
Yeah.
So I might not want to leave.
Well,
And
shit.
Meeple's like, you said you catch him. I can't go home.
We could try to knock it out. I have a hammer.
Yeah, but it's okay. If we knocked it out, Brenna, actually I shouldn't say if we knock it out. Assuming we can even get close enough to knock it out, as soon as that door opens, it's gonna breathe on us again. And considering that nearly killed 2 of what immediately.
Can I actually hear
If you
what they're
want to
saying?
share it, well, yeah, you're moving on the way back. Krom knows that dragons generally have like they can't breathe again right away.
Oh,
They breathe and then
there's a recharge period.
Well, in game mechanics terms, but yeah, basically. It has like a cooldown.
If we attack quickly, it might not be able to breathe.
That is useful.
Do we have anything that can put it to sleep besides melee? Because
Rhoda has a hammer.
we can do both.
We also saw him cast.
We have
We also saw him cast sleep.
If you cast sleep, and then we
I brought this up earlier.
yeah. So why don't we do both?
What happened to the healing potions we had?
I suggest
That
that
one?
Oh well,
There's
I
no
was
time to-
unconscious earlier.
I want to pour
That's
it?
true. He was unconscious earlier.
I apologize for your failings.
Do I still do I still
Nice
have any
guy,
action
Krom. It's not your turn,
left?
Sid.
Don't fucking. I want to
Touch up, dude.
Wait, he's holding the door.
I'll say who has.
This is not your turn.
Who has the potion that we found earlier?
Which potion?
We found a healing potion,
I
right?
don't know. I don't keep track of where you
Well,
guys
I'm
keep
saying
your...
in character, who has the healing potion?
Um,
It was me and him keeping track, but I don't know who's carrying the shit. You?
yeah, in character, I don't know. It's fine.
If no one answers, I'll start rifling through Squig's possessions.
I see.
I'm just gonna assume it's on Squig. I assume no one wrote it down because that's what happened in every other D&D game I've ever been
Me
in.
and Squig
When
both
I
wrote
asked
it
who
down.
has this potion, everyone's like, I don't know what potion you're talking about.
Well, I know about.
I do know what
We have 2.
you're talking about.
Yeah, so I want to pour one down Squig's throat, assuming I find it on this turn.
Okay. 2d4 plus 2?
I guess so. It's a basic healing potion, isn't it? So
No, I was saying that's what you want.
1, 4, 4 total. Wait,
Plus
plus
two.
2, 6. You got 6.
Squig, you heal for 6.
And we're down one potion.
Okay. Still a negative.
No, it
No.
doesn't work like that.
Oh, okay.
You go to 0, and then if you get healed, you get back up.
Well, I didn't extrapolate because I was going to explain it later.
Yeah, so
To inform you on the plan, we're going to beat the dragon senseless and put it to sleep.
you know we can't even get past it. It's standing in front of the door. We're gonna
Hold on, I
open
have
the door,
another
and
idea.
2 people can attack it in melee.
Pull it into the trapdoor.
Yeah, if we back up, we can maybe lure it down.
And then
Oh,
beat it while it's in the trash.
You'd have to give me a second to rearm it, and
We're standing on it.
yeah.
No, you rearmed it and then jammed it.
Yeah.
So it's all you have to do is remove the spike that's jamming it. Once everyone's moved off of it. The
If-
thing is, once everyone moves off of it, the door won't be held anymore. Just throwing that out there.
This would be it would be a very, very time constraint. As soon as I pull it, that thing's gonna drop.
If
anything
there's
that's on it.
no room on this side,
No, you guys are all going to
That's
have to
the
back
dragon.
up.
We'll back
That's where the
up.
dragon
and
is.
we'll-
no, like footholds on our side.
Right, there is none.
Okay.
You all have to move off the trapdoor. Emron, you said you had an idea?
Yep,
What are you
I
trying
just
to say?
don't want to yell it in case the dragon can understand me.
Could grab on.
Oh, that is true.
Well, after whose turn was it?
I was the last one.
Yeah,
to
he
win.
healed me.
Okay, so it's Krom's turn. Are you going to start moving? Because you won't be able to not yell until you get up to them. So
I'm going to start moving back with it.
Yeah, because you're on the door.
how far?
One more to the left. Perfect.
Okay, you move back. Emron, it's your turn.
Okay.
What are you going to say?
Um,
You overheard their plan of letting the dragon drop into the trapdoor.
not everyone
and
can
hitting
quite hear me yet, but
Well,
If you're trying
do
to
you
make
want
sure
to
the
move
dragon
up? Because you
doesn't
can
hear
move up and
Yeah.
say something to them.
You should also set the goblin corpse right at the edge of the trapdoor.
where I'm running.
I think.
well, I'm gonna
What?
keep carrying it for a reason.
Okay, what are you going to say?
Okay, if it's not quite smart and if it's a little aggressive and mean,
A little is an
might
understatement.
it might be a little better to, instead of trying to persuade it into coming with us willingly, to convince it we're worshippers. because it'll lower its guard, maybe? This is a place where dragons used to be worshipped, and if it's a little stupid, we could try to talk it into believing we want it to overthrow the kobold's leader so that he can take his rightful place. I know it
She wants to install the dragon as a ruler with us.
I don't actually want to do that.
Of
I
course,
just
that's
want to
why-
make it stop hitting us.
Yeah. Well, it already attacked Meepo. Meepo's already a worshipper of it, essentially. So I don't
Well,
know.
no, they kept it in a cage.
That's true.
That's true.
That's not worship. That's keeping it as a pet.
Is an
Nice.
interesting plan. Good luck.
I can at least try it before attacking it. It's behind a door for now, so.
Out of character, if we did knock it unconscious, this dragon's gonna be a huge pain in the ass to drag back, isn't it? Like, well, actually, you said it's the size of Asura, but it's gotta weigh like a lot, doesn't it? It's a
Well,
fucking
yeah, but
dragon.
if two of you work together, you can probably.
I think Ashra
Okay.
can pick up Ashra.
Well, he must, otherwise he'd be stuck to the ground.
Could Ashra pick up an Asura, so Ashra even he couldn't Ashra?
Ashra.
Now, it may be best if we back up anyway. You weren't at the front of the door, so you can attempt to convince it while we back up for potential safety.
One of you. He is holding the door.
So is Renner. They're both holding the door.
Yeah.
Then he goes last.
Why do I have to go last?
Because you're holding the door. Though I will hold the door, and I will go last if need be.
Why don't you
We
also
value
take that
strength,
rope
Ashra.
and tie it around
Okay, normally
Emerald's
I'm all
legs?
for like
Yeah.
talking being a free action, but you're having like a huge ass conversation as you're holding the door shut. So I need what
Yeah.
you guys are doing because I'm gonna start taking turns. Like
Yeah.
Does that
Honestly,
thing
yeah,
want
I
to
should
just
have
time
stand
is
there?
it stops.
Yeah.
Where do you want to
Okay, so do you want to try
Emerald.
to convince the dragon or not?
Sure.
Well, it's because
Sure.
if Emerald has to be right next to the door, if you
And-
tie a rope around Emerald, we let the door go,
We don't.
it attacks,
Then
and
I
just
will-
pull Emerald out.
Then I will do that.
Why don't I just?
The rope
let
is in
it
case
from
it
here?
fails.
Because the trap door is right there.
The rope is in
She's
case
not
it
standing
fails.
on it. She's
Why
gonna stand
don't
at
I
the
just
stop.
yell at it from here?
Or you could just yell at it from here. We'll do that instead.
Yeah.
So that you're still trying to offer it food.
Yeah.
Just
So
shoot.
plan.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold it to show it that I have food for it, but I'm
I
not gonna
suggest we get some distance.
Yeah.
go all the way up to the door to an angry
Okay, so
dragon.
just so I can
Well,
double
how about
check
you guys-
what's going on here. Okay?
Yeah.
I don't want any more discussion, just a yes or no. Emron is going to try to convince it that you guys are here to help the dragon overthrow the kobolds. If that fails, you're going to back up, pull the thing on the trapdoor, let it fall into the trapdoor, beat it, and then cast sleep on it. Yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Cool. All right, so. It was Emron's turn. So, Emron, make your case and roll persuasion.
Okay. So I guess I'm just hoping it can understand me. So, what was the dragon's name?
Calcrix.
Okay. Calcrix, we're not here to fight you. We're here to follow you. Is he reacting to this still?
The door keeps banging. He's not responding to your words.
Probably doesn't speak common.
I can say draconic.
Well, while dragons normally, from the stories, dragons speak Draconic, it might be too young.
Yeah.
So,
It might still be a baby.
It's possible. Do you wanna roll insight?
Okay.
or wisdom if you don't have insight.
11.
You don't think it understands you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's a baby.
Too young?
Yeah.
Where's the shot?
Hasn't downloaded Duolingo yet.
I'm not strong enough to throw this goblin corpse. So I'm just gonna drop it.
Okay. I need to check from you, Asura. And you can roll it with advantage because Grant is helping you.
So
It's just a roll on add strength. Twice. And you roll twice to take better because you have advantage.
17.
Okay. It pushes again, but you easily hold it closed.
Maybe we just keep holding it and get tired.
It might eventually roll
Go
well.
to sleep, baby dragon.
Okay, so it goes back around to Grenna's turn. Are you backing up?
Yes.
Okay. Where are you going to try to back up to?
I can't really move.
Let's
You
see.
can on your turn.
Well, I have to
Well, I'm
be
saying
there
if you
to
want to
trigger.
hold. No, anyone can pull the thing.
Mm.
It's just a spike that you're pulling. Do you want to wait for him to move and then move after him? That's what I'm asking where you want to move.
Oh. Sure.
Okay, so you want to move here?
Yes.
Okay. It is now Ashura's turn. You're holding for everyone else to move before pulling and then moving.
Yes. Maybe someone could tie the rope to me.
That's fine. They won't pull the spike until you move.
Oh, okay.
Now it is Carac's turn. Are you moving? Where are you moving to?
As far away as I can.
So at the end of the hall.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, you back up to the end. You know you won't be able to
Yes.
shoot any in the pit if you're at the end of the hall.
Yeah, sure. Put me next to Krom. Next to the door to the other end.
Okay. It is now Krom's turn.
Doesn't really rush me. I'll be waiting.
You can hold action to shoot a fireball when the door opens. If you want to
That's
get a ground floor
That's
and get
actually
the damage.
Prepare an action.
yeah. I'll prepare fireball.
You can do the same thing if you want to prepare your action to shoot it as soon as the door opens.
Yeah, alright.
Deal
I'll
some
take my
damage
full
and then eventually.
Because that's what it did. It prepared an action to, as soon as door opens, ice breath.
Ah, so the door opens. Down party members. This was written clearly in the scrolls.
What? No, it's not, but you made a bunch of noise. I figured it's fair.
What's the next one?
I mean, the amount of damage it does, definitely not fair. Dragon Breath got way above from 3.5.
Oh yeah.
The last time I ran this, a bunch of people just went unarmed and punched it into unconsciousness because that was the only way of doing it.
I was there.
Well,
Wow.
yeah. This fight was super easy, and then I look at the stat block in 5th edition. The 5th edition was like, sup. I was like, what do you mean 30 damage ice breath? They're level 1!
We got our guys back up pretty easily.
Yeah, I know. It's still just kind of funny
Still.
that it was basically just like, I heard you were talking shit about my little brother.
It was only a
They
flesh
swung a
wound.
sap at him. They punched him.
What were the
He's a
damage?
resident
What was
caster.
the damage from 3? What was the damage from 3rd then?
3d6
The
cone,
Really?
It was lower. It was not 5d8.
but it also didn't have a cooldown.
Well, that'll teach her.
You just keep doing it.
Oh, well.
Anyway, besides the point. Here's the point is that it is now Squig's turn. Oh no, I need you to roll initiative actually, sorry.
Right.
I didn't roll
I never
initiative.
did because I got back up.
Yeah.
7.
7. Okay, that's fine. Emron, it's your turn. Are you gonna back up or are you gonna
I'll back up a little bit, yeah. So,
A square.
just one.
do you also want to prepare an action to cast a spell on it? Because if you Thorn Whip, it'll actually pull him in,
Okay, yeah.
which
Well, I mean, if Asura is right here, then it'll just pull him into a wall of people. Or can that pull like past?
she can hold that as soon as the thing is pulled. She Thorn Whips.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, it doesn't have to be prepared for open door. It can be prepared for anything. And then Squig, it's your turn. Where are you moving?
Behind Grenna.
Okay.
I'll do I want to prepare light crossbow? I'll prepare alchemical fire.
Okay. So you open or you let the door go and begin backing up before you get back here and you pull the spike, and that's your turn. dragon, having got its turn, the dragon having gotten its turn, busts the door open and is immediately attacked. Everyone in prepared actions, you can roll those now.
It has to make a dex save. It gets 12.
It fails.
No shit. Okay.
So how much fire damage?
Wait, is that the 6? Yeah, that's 6. Cool. 6. I was like,
It is blasted with fire.
Please don't kill it.
Wait, it's an ice dragon. It might be, is it normal fire?
DM's discretion.
No, but you put with your 13, you know it's not.
Wait, is it
Okay.
bigger than large?
No, it's medium. isn't
It's
it?
medium sized. Okay, anyone else who had prepared actions? So
Yeah.
Carac.
I missed because I got 7. So unless
25 on fireball.
25 hits.
Or, sorry, 24 and 9 damage.
Okay. And
I
on
got
follow-up?
16.
Hits.
Wait. 2.
And what does it? Can it resist being pulled? Like, does it get a strength save or?
No, it's just if it's larger or smaller, it gets pulled up to 10 feet closer.
Okay. Thing falls out from under it. It falls and lands on top of the bound goblin.
Oh, whoops!
I feel slightly sympathetic for the goblin now. He already took damage and he just had dragon ball.
hey, the dragon falling out of my kill.
The dragon takes 12 damage.
Only you did.
I forgot it was down there.
I do.
Yeah, I suppose.
I don't care.
Yeah,
The
I
goblin,
I only cares.
Is the dragon still unconscious?
It came up, but
The dragon falling.
The dragon lands on his neck. His head is in 6 angles.
The dragon is hurt, and your onslaught of attacks falls to the ground and screeches in pain.
Close it.
Sleep.
Go sleep.
So, that was all your reactions. It is now the dragon's turn.
Oh, hell no.
The dragon unfurls its wings and flies up and attacks.
Oh no.
It actually flies up to the ceiling, bypasses all of you, and dive bombs Meepo.
Me,
For real? David doesn't get an attack
And this is
opportunity?
where we learn the secret abuse.
It flies up and
It flew right
it just
past
it.
him.
Flies.
Well, it's your
all of
call.
us.
Well, yeah, plus if
Take
the
your
roof
call
is
on
low
that.
enough with that.
No, it's fine. It would. You can roll attack opportunity if you'd like.
Don't kill it.
will do.
With
Well, if you
hammer.
reduce it to 0 with melee, you can choose to knock it out.
To be safe, gonna use the warhammer.
No, it's fine,
Yes,
David.
you can
Melee
use
attacks
whatever.
can knock unconscious.
No matter
It
what.
doesn't matter if they're bladed or not. The game doesn't have non-lethal. It just has you can like check your blow, but it has to be melee.
You just can't. But the sword does more damage, which would be more likely to put it unconscious.
He's still gonna roll.
David, it's up to you. You can do whatever you want.
Everyone knows he
choice.
is.
It's just
It's kind of counterintuitive.
22.
That's
Hits.
that's the point.
Is a Warhammer versatile?
Yes,
Are you using 2 hands?
he was.
Yeah.
So I rolled the d10.
For 13 damage.
So let's say it's
Hammers
just
is
smart
like
enough to fly.
The
but a
Warhammer is
bird
it
is
flies up into
Taller
the
than
air.
knife.
Really
Okay.
wish you get me over and you would have won.
No.
You want to wear some smelly goblin armor.
Well, it's also
Maybe we should have tucked Meebo into one of the side rooms.
So enough to tuck him into your pack.
If you
Pop
think
out every
about
now
it, Meepo has been a handler and it has been stuck in a cage, so it is kind of understandable why the fuck is attacking Meepo.
Maybe Meebo will unsheath sword.
I highly doubt Meepo will live through one attack from this thing. Meepo will
Look at
probably
these
be
guys.
super
Look at these
dead.
guys.
So
You think he was gonna live? Those dice did not ring out.
We'll see. We'll see.
Wait, it probably gets bite and claw.
Also, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
please don't die.
So the dragon swoops down and bites Meepo into thirds,
Oh my
biting him through the
God.
head and ripping his legs off.
Our strange.
He's a very
strange little
small
son. Can we
He
just
actually crit me.
Oh my
God, that's amazing.
No.
Oh, of course.
Did
The
Meepo
dragon's vengeance.
Did Meepo have a chance of living like at all if he hadn't crit?
If he didn't crit and rolled
Like low.
rolled really, really low, Meepo could have lived. I think I'd have to go back and look at Meepo's stat block. He would have had to roll like 1 on both of his damage though.
Oh.
He was basically toast regardless. So the crit is just totally excessive.
No, Meepo.
Can we just point this thing at the kobolds and go get the key?
It would be dishonest.
Anyway.
He'll kill us before he goes. He's not gonna
I'm not
ignore us.
serious.
We did just all fucking gang up attack him.
Granted, it's your turn.
Sick.
Oh, it's behind us.
Oh yeah, I should note the dragon is in the air, like back here.
Oh.
It's also up near the ceiling, so you won't be able to melee.
Why did it
It like swoop down and swoop back up.
Well, because we brought up earlier that it was in a cage, so
Yeah.
since this is intelligent.
It may think Meepo's presence. It may want to dress a few times.
Meepo
Yeah.
cares
Does
about
anybody
us.
have a way of bringing it to the ground?
I don't have a fucking net.
Well, you
wish I
did
did
grab a
now.
crossbow, correct?
See, it doesn't bring it to the ground. That kills it.
Oh, wait, yes I do.
His range.
I'm trying
Or
to be
with,
careful.
But
Do you want to just
I'm
hold
not
action?
as good with a bow. Well,
could
out
try
of
casting
character,
sleep
that's
and
why I
battle.
was asked.
Well, you'd have to wait till your turn. So Gren, are you holding action?
Well, I would have asked if everybody had any way to bring it down before I made that decision.
Yes.
And Krom said he can cast a spell.
Yeah,
Outside
you could
of
do the
sleep,
same.
in case it's not as there.
No, it doesn't sound like anyone has any way of bringing it.
Amber
Yes.
and Ron. They said it both 3
Well,
times.
on with.
It wouldn't bring it all the way to the ground, it seems.
Yeah, but it can still bring it a little bit down.
Yeah, but you can also kill it because it's not melee range.
Worth
When
a
it means
shot.
melee, it specifically means like attack.
Worth a shot, just to be safe. Out of character, I will.
Okay.
you could throw. Oh, no,
Sure,
that's
it's your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna have to move closer to it and attack it.
Just killing it's such a bad thing.
It's up in the air, which means you have a reduced projectile on it, which means if it reduces it to 0, you will die. I should also note,
Can't do
it does look really wounded. Just throwing it out there, like it's bleeding pretty
God
heavily.
damn this thing.
And a bunch of its scales are like dented in from the warhammer hit to the fucking face.
I guess I'll hold it. Actually, is there anything else?
You could take the dodge.
Yeah, you guys can also take the dodge action, which will give them disadvantage on hitting you. Card, it's your turn.
I do that. Oh, in case
I
it uses
will-
breath again.
I will also take the dodge action, and I'm gonna have my shield out
Krom, it's your turn.
Until we can figure out how to
Well,
melee
that
it.
has to be.
Okay.
Or do that.
19? 19 hit points with the spell. It has 20 health. Worst yet, if it manages to work, but the fall kills it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Ah, I got it.
I know! It's only like 5 feet up in the air.
What a twist.
Someone toss it.
Its neck. That's what the twist is.
It is medium, so we could cushion its blow if one of us runs under it. Although that would be not very comfortable for the person running under it.
No, thank you. I'm fine.
Not gonna lie, nobody said it couldn't fly, but I was assuming it couldn't fly.
Because it was a baby. Yeah, I thought it was, it was caught quite off guard. At least we need to bring the info back.
I'm gonna say that your sleep spell does successfully put to sleep, and although it does fall from the air since its wings aren't furled, and since dragons like kind of fly like birds do, it just kind of, instead of falling down
Just drifts.
violently, it just kind of drifts down in like a half circle.
Oh.
Flying, cast sleep, it falls, takes damage, wakes up.
That could have
No, but it doesn't do that.
Stop. Stop trying to make things worse.
It is asleep.
Yeah,
However, Meepo is very dead.
been. I know.
manacles. There was manacles in the previous room, right? Can we fit this on the fit these on the dragon?
You would have to get the manacles off because they were attached to the wall. But if you want to go back and do that, how long do they stay asleep from sleep? Like, does it say?
It says until they wake up, which is really helpful.
Is that like a full rest then?
I don't know.
That depends on how long dragons even sleep. I don't know shit about dragons.
Yeah.
Dragons
Not
can
everything
sleep as
uses-
long as they want, usually.
Well, yeah, they do.
Duration 1 minute.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, so you have a minute to bind it.
Okay.
Wait, are dragons immune to being charmed?
I'm not gonna test it.
I'm only saying
You don't
because they're immune to the sleep spell then.
If they're immune to charm.
Then no, they're not.
Okay.
Out of character, don't you have some manacles?
Rope. Let's just use rope.
I have the chain. We
I
can
have
just try and
rope.
chain the dragon.
It's
chain.
not a fire dragon.
I can
so
also
it's not
run
like
back
it
to the
can
manifold
ropes.
room, dump some acid on the.
And, I mean, it might try and bite
You
the
could also
rope.
just try to knock it out, like with a melee hit.
Hey, now
Oh,
that
it's
it's
somebody
asleep,
asleep.
everyone just start punching it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
smacking it.
Why not?
That's
Does
true.
someone want to hit it?
Prepare an action. As soon as it wakes up.
Let's just beat it.
Everyone prepare an
Surround
action.
it. Beat
Roll an
it.
attack with your warhammer.
I'm not gonna do that.
With advantage because it's unconscious.
In case
24. That hits. You don't have to worry about rolling damage. You hit it. It falls unconscious. You bind it up, and Erky says, "Wow, that was quite something. I'm sorry about your companion. Scaled devil though he may be. No offense.
he was already exiled by his clan.
I guess he didn't have much to live for after that then."
Well, he would have been accepted back if we had just gotten the dragon without him dying.
Not necessarily.
Yes.
That wasn't promised.
That
This Mars
Okay,
are
yeah,
it
big.
was. It
It was?
was.
Oh, I thought she kind of just waved it off.
No.
Like, maybe.
Oh, is the goblin down there again?
This does Mar are big.
No,
Yeah.
he's not dead.
He's not dead?
No, he's not.
Alright.
Victory usually has some
I'm gonna
sacrifice.
pull
I
the
just
goblin
didn't want
out
to be
then real quick.
Meepo.
Are you gonna pull him up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell him.
I think we should go back to the kobolds.
Yeah. Well,
Probably better than lugging this thing around.
well, we need to
Yeah,
get
this
an
was a
exchange.
dead end. No, no,
We
it's
didn't
not
go.
a dead end.
Let's
didn't
search
go
it
in.
real fast.
Well, there's a door.
You want to
Here.
search the door?
Search the room. You're in the door.
Do I need to make a roll to stop the trap door again? Because we.
No, you can just
reactivated
jam. You can just jam the spike back in.
it. Okay, yeah, we'll do that.
So we got this goblin prisoner, 2 more goblin prisoners from
On the
earlier.
way.
Well, they're being sent back.
Yeah.
And the dragon. What if we catch the dragon?
It's not very nice. I don't
Magic
think we're like
dragons
this.
are evil, ruthless creatures, focused on domination, subjugation, and overall tyrannical actions.
Also, it killed Meepo, so
And-
fuck this dragon.
Oh,
They
this-
end empires,
It
they
did kill
amass
me,
wealth,
you're right.
they
Yeah.
kill all who they cannot put beneath them.
It kind of just sounds
Meepo
like a
was
dragon.
an innocent
Even a white
kobold.
dragon,
This is a terrible
You don't
base,
like
and I'm
dragons.
not quite sure
So
the
small and
kobolds will be able
stupid
to
they may
handle
be
it.
compared to
Yeah.
their ilk.
It
It's
kind of
probably
just sounds
going
like a
to destroy
dragon.
them all, so
Reds are big.
goblins could have just left
Whites
the
are
dragon
small.
with them and waited a little bit.
Yeah.
Don't they usually have the same temperament?
When we start going back, I'm gonna gather Meepo's corpse. I know it's in thirds.
Yeah.
But I
And
feel
like
Why
frozen.
would we gather?
Picking
and
up
like
the
frozen.
pieces.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it back anyway.
Why would we gather? Why would we take him back? He was exiled.
Proper
I
burial.
don't give a
with his
shit. They're
people.
gonna bury him.
Or do
They
whatever
said they'd take him back.
They're gonna fucking bury him.
Hey, you want
What
to
if
give a shit
kobolds
about
don't
the funeral?
bury the
He
dead?
is commemorating our
Yeah.
fallen ally.
He died retrieving your dragon.
I would do the same for
Go
any of
honor
you,
him.
and I barely know you guys, so
Well, good for you.
That's wasted effort.
shut up, Krom.
Surely there's something to be said for honoring the dead,
With
especially allies of ours.
of great accomplishments, I have no doubt. His accomplishment was being a poor handler.
It's very grim.
Regardless,
He could learn something from the conclave.
he was brave enough to come with us, even if he wasn't brave enough to pick up a weapon.
He had no options.
He could have left.
To
He didn't-
where?
Anywhere. You're exiled. You could have gone literally anywhere.
I did.
You were
Aren't you
exiled.
here on a job?
She's on a job, yes.
Yeah. No, I was exiled. Well, from my original home. Celestia was my new home.
So you're no longer in exile.
She's found a new
I found
home
a new
from
place.
being in exile, but she's still in exile. The same would have been true of Meepo if he had left and found another home.
And he chose to follow us into a goblin lair to find, as he calls, an angry, mean dragon.
With no intentions on helping.
He
He
did
tried
have.
his best,
Then stop being a dick to him. He's dead already.
not being a dick.
So you guys said you wanted to check out the room, or I guess those of you not in a moral
He's looking at the
dispute.
situation in a very
Sure.
black and white way.
I'll take the
No,
opportunity.
just in a not very empathetic way, which is fine because he's lawful neutral.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that your character is so heartless, considering
Yeah,
he's supposed to
I'm
be
not doing
good.
any of this in character.
Well, I'm more meant
They're
to like,
doing
why
the
does
stuff
it
in
matter?
character.
Obviously, he's more like, who gives a shit?
I don't care. He's dead. Where I
Yeah,
come
he's
from,
not
soldiers
surviving.
are buried.
Anyway, it's besides the
in
point.
Small
Okay.
Spartan graves.
Yeah, I get it.
Regardless, you're looking
Or
through the
final.
other room. It appears
Well,
as if
That's
Calcrix
your culture.
has amassed something of a small hoard from the stuff in the room. You find a dragon-shaped jade figurine, a crystal goblet, and 24 pieces of nice silverware that have been kind of shaped up into a little pile.
Maybe we could have lured him out.
Additionally,
with-
there is
some
a sealed scroll case carved with bone carrying an inscription. If you look over it, Grella, you recognize the runes are dwarvish and they spell out Kundrakar. If you check within the case, an old parchment is within. Age and water damage have destroyed most of it, but there is a message in dwarvish which reads, "The remaining few. By order of Durgadin the Black, we have created a secret dwarven redoubt. None shall find us. However," and then the rest of it is destroyed. That doesn't mean anything to you. And if you tell anyone
That's
else,
very interesting.
it doesn't mean anything to them either.
So that about some kind of dwarven hold or something?
Yeah, I'll trace, and Greta will trace her finger off of the initial inscription and repeat Kundrakar, you said?
Kundrakar.
Kundrakar.
The last bit saying,
Is this
"Beware the black beast of."
I wouldn't.
Quite dangerous.
So it's a jade dragon
yes,
figurine
It's a
and
jade
silver
dragon
coloring.
figurine, a crystal goblet,
Person.
and 24 pieces of silverware. The figurine was worth about 20 gold. The crystal goblet's worth about 5 gold. The silverware worth about a gold each. And Grenna knows that dwarves will pay good money for ancient relics. Probably about 100 gold for the case and the scroll if you want to hand it over to.
They also
you
might,
will have to find dwarves to sell it
they
to. Though.
might
Normal
be
people
able to
won't
offer
interested.
insight on what that means, too.
True.
Now, I've
That is true as well. Yes, Krom.
I'm going to attempt a history check for dwarven activity in the area.
You get nothing. Like, just straight up. I mean, there are dwarves, but there's nothing related to
Dwarves.
Kundrakar or Durgan, and you have never heard any of that.
Yeah.
I have no idea if you have sellers in mind,
This has probably come from a very far place.
but you can get a fair amount more money out of it, out of the scroll and the case, if you found dwarven buyers instead.
Well, other people
that
just
money.
flat out wouldn't buy. It's an old rusty school.
They have a strong sense of history. It does make sense.
Rightly so.
So you're taking the dragon and the goblin prisoners back?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll do that.
I wonder, out of character, do you think the kobolds have gold and be willing to trade goods? Probably not.
They probably don't have anything that useful to trade.
They also might not want to.
They actually have stuff on the thing next to the key. They have like some.
Like what?
Well, I'll describe it once you get back.
You could
Alright.
trade them some of the goblin armaments that we've been collecting and hoarding.
So
for
there was nothing past this point.
easier.
No,
trading.
there is a door that keeps going, but you'll have to drag the dragon with you.
Okay.
So I assume you're going to double back.
Yeah. That's well.
It feels right.
The gnome name is Urky. Urkel.
Urky Timbers.
You know.
No, Urkel.
Once
Okay, if we found
Excuse me,
Urkel
on
in a
your way
dungeon,
back-
I'd be very afraid.
on your way back, as you pass by that door, that was sealed and had the weird inscription on it. Erky actually stops and he says, "Oh, I'm curious. I didn't see this on my way in."
We read the inscription and didn't really have the means to open it.
Yes. Here, let me have a look. He looks it over.
The phrasing wasn't draconic, correct?
He looks it over and runs his finger over it before grabbing his holy symbol and grabs his holy symbol and begins muttering some words to himself. And as he does, the door swings open. He says, "There you go.
How'd you do that?
I channeled the power of my god." It appears as if this was some sort of door that a priest was meant to open.
Okay, so can we go look?
Dragon
You
priest,
can look
maybe.
through it. But I assume you're going to double back to that after you drop the dragon off.
Yeah.
Once you get towards the entrance, Erky says, "Well, I have no desire to meet with these kobolds and would like to leave. I thank you for... I hope my assistance with the door and the dragon was enough payment for my rescue. If not, then..." He holds out his hands and his holy symbol again. And who's the most wounded?
I'm down 5. He's probably down more than
I'm
me.
down 3.
I'm down 6.
I'm also down 3.
Okay. He holds out his holy symbol, begins tracing words in the air, and says again, "Vita Moritis Cardio!" and lays his hands upon you, healing you for...
D8 plus modifier.
I was looking for my D8. I don't know what it is. 6. Heals you for 6.
Hey.
Cool. There. I wish you luck.
Watch out for rats.
Thank
Good
you.
luck to
Much
you too.
appreciated.
May we meet again under better circumstances.
Yes, I think I shall reside in Oakhurst for a while.
There
Perhaps I will see you once this darkness has left this place.
are also quite a few rats we came across coming down here. There may be more, so.
I'll keep an eye out.
So
He
for
heads
people
up.
who
There's
are
at least one left because I made friends with it.
so for people who are down health, I can hand them all
Ends up
healing
eating
drop.
Arky.
Sure.
That
It would
can
actually be more hilarious if it ended up. Just
For
like trying
people
to get
who
into
are
this
down
place
hit
with
points,
food.
it's a D8.
Yes.
Everyone who's down hit point, roll a D8. And that's how much you heal from Squig's drought.
6. So I'm back up to 4.
I'm back up to
full.
full.
Not
Wow.
taking damage.
Excellent.
Squad.
You then return. The kobolds see you coming. They see Meepo's corpse, but they also see their dragon. The dragon is set back in its cage, which in the meantime has been repaired since you've been gone. And you are brought before Eusandril. She looks over you and says, "I've been informed of your success. I must admit, I was not expecting you to succeed. And apparently I was right about how useless Meepo is. You did not need to return him."
You said you'd take
Meepo.
him back.
You said you would take him back. That is true. And Meepo risked his life bringing this dragon back. You are going to honor him like you would honor any warrior of your clan or whatever tribe.
She snorts. Is that how you circuses do it? Fine. He will be honored with a feast. And then dropped for the rats.
That's how you bury your dead here?
Yes.
Why don't you feed them to the dragon?
Dragon does not like kobold meat.
Well, a fair shake is a fair shake, I suppose.
Trust me, he will receive all the honors of our greatest warriors. You don't think she means it when she says it, though. Just
I can
some
tell.
of them.
I can tell from
She
the voice
says.
she used.
Well, I was just pointing it out for
I'd
people
be
who
very
maybe don't.
surprised if there were.
Anyway, she says, "As we have agreed," she hands you the key. I will note when you asked what other stuff she had, on top of the thing that the key was holding, like a dragon mouth, there was also what looks like a small, like wooden bone feather 3 rolled up scrolls, and a small metal flask.
The most interesting thing is the scrolls.
Alaska. What's your name again?
Eusandro.
Yusandro?
Or no, Eusdrael, sorry.
Yusdrael? Grand Yusdrael. I'm curious about these parchments you have here. Perhaps they contain magics. I may like to examine them for possibility of payment.
Payment for what?
Exchanges for goblin prisoners, goblin goods, weapons and armaments.
Oh, you return those prisoners, I see. We have no use for goblin weapons. But for your captives, I suppose I can let one thing go.
We also have
Of course,
money.
if you would like to trade in gold, that can be arranged as well.
The goods must be examined first.
Are you going to look at the scrolls?
Yes.
She offers you to look. 3 spell scrolls: Mage Armor, Spider Climb, and Knock.
All of
It's possible to
exploding?
inscribe scrolls into my spellbook, right? Or
Yeah,
copy
of
them?
course. You're a wizard. I don't think D&D would ever remove scribing scrolls from wizard. You're literally just getting rid of the whole flavor of the... Well, okay, outside of 4th edition, but...
Yeah.
You're literally getting rid of the flavor of the class. So yeah, you can scribe all of those.
She's just gonna do that?
No, because it would destroy the scroll in the process. So you gotta trade that.
True. How much does she want for the scrolls?
Well, we could actually.
She said she'd give you one, so.
Well, one thing. And there's some other cool things.
One for free.
If we take the one that's the
Trade
most
gold.
expensive and
You
trade the
should.
goblins for that.
Ritual cast identify in that wood that wood feather and the bottle.
I do not have spells until 3rd level.
No,
you
as
can
an
do it.
artificer, you can from level 1, you can ritual cast identify and detect magic, and you don't even need to use the component for identify.
Because I don't have to spend
No shit. Okay.
pearl.
You just spend 10 minutes looking at the at each item. So do you want to do that?
Yeah, I could definitely do that.
Okay, the token is a feather token. It's a tree. I haven't looked it up, but I'm pretty sure it's the item that when you plant it, it grows into a tree.
Yeah.
I'd have to double check it though.
That's useful.
And the other item is a flask that contains 3 doses. You can drink from it 3 times of elixir of health.
What
Yolande
does
has a
that do?
tree growing acorn that she's never used.
Pretty sure it's a healing item.
That's useful. Does it refill or is it just the one you spoke?
Yeah, but
It's
it does
free
have a
uses.
use, though.
Okay.
When you
But it doesn't
use
refill,
a
it's just-
spell, you can plant as
In
much
D&D, you
as
can have
much
potions
as
that
you
have
want
multiple uses.
today after
Like
retreat.
extra big potions.
That's useful.
Oh.
That's crazy.
Take me back to my
Well, it's
tree.
just something people don't do that often, but it's totally a viable thing.
Actually, any tree
By
type
rules.
do that.
That is
So you need to.
I used to have my very first character had a wine skin that had just
Everyone
like,
keeps
a bunch
walking
of
around
healing
giving trees
potions.
hugs.
It was just a healing potion.
Sorry, dude.
It's really slowing us down.
Well,
You could
It's a half and half mixture of
Um,
wine and healing potion.
So, yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't say what the other items are worth. It mentions that the key is worth 50, and magic items aren't worth anything in D&D anymore because of how that works. So I would assume, since you could either take an item or the key for 50 gold, I will say that she's willing to part
Wait,
with any of the
druids
other
can do
items
that.
for 50 gold.
If druids can do
If that is
isn't
super
horrible?
wrong, then sorry.
What were the other items?
A Quall's feather token, 3 scrolls, and 3 uses of elixir of health in a single thing. Each of those are worth 50 gold. However, she's willing to give you 1 item for the goblin prisoners.
Seems like a bit of gold.
how much?
It's quite a bit of gold. If you want all the items, it would cost 200 gold.
We have to come back.
We have 129 gold right now, and then we have
407 silver.
then we have like the silverware and the figurine and
I
stuff.
feel like
that.
we could get a better deal else.
We all
They-
have some
Well,
treasures.
you can barter it.
Yeah,
You can treat that as gold if you want to. So how much gold do you have, assuming all your barter goods?
we have at least 150. I don't know. I don't remember how much the jade figurine is worth. I didn't
20.
get that. 20.
The crystal goblet is 5,
Yeah, I got that.
and the silverware is 1 gold.
Additionally.
Well, we also have
We
the
have a gold ring,
rings. We also have the ring, which is worth 15.
15, and then we have the
7 gems. that are each worth 5 gold, and 3 gems that are worth 25 gold each.
So it sounds like you have 200.
Yeah.
The thing is, you would be spending the treasure you got from the thing, and not everyone's going to get equal use out of the items. So
Now, I bring an alternative option. The lady who wants her kids back is part of a, say, merchants group, yes?
yeah, she is.
So in theory, if we have some of the reward being increased trade value with her, you might be able to sell off these goods for even more.
And then buy stuff that
Okay, well that's all stuff that can be discussed
I want to do that.
off screen.
Yes.
So I am going to call the session for right now. I hope you all enjoyed it. If not, then sorry, I guess.
And screw you.
Are we taking a long rest here with their feast and stuff, and then going back, or?
You don't think she was serious about the feast?
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
she was
fuck
giving them
it.
what all great
You
kobolds
guys can take a long rest though if you want. Now that you have the key, and I assume you're going to double back for where that key opened.
Oh yeah.
Are we
Anyway,
taking
as
a
I
long
was
rest then?
trying to say the first time, trying to end the show, Jesus, next time on Game Rooms. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this episode. If you didn't, I'm sorry, I guess. And we will see you all next week. Bye. Everyone say bye.
Bye.